What's up, everybody? Ben Rasa here for OddsJam, bringing you my favorite PGA picks over on PrizePicks for this week's start of the FedEx Cup playoffs, where at the St. Jude Championship, we're going to get a lot in here in a quick amount of time. I'm going to give you my three favorite bets, show you how to link them up over on PrizePicks, talk about the money that can be made over there, and as well talk a little about this course. If you're hopping in for the first time checking out this channel, welcome to OddsJam. We've got you covered for all things sports, whether it's PGA, MLB, obviously NFL, college football, you know it. Like and subscribe, please support it, and check out all the other videos we have here. Let's dive into this FedEx St. Jude. I almost said classic. It's the championship now. It was the invitational. Used to be a WGC, but we've seen this course a ton. Tight, technical, a lot of water lurking in Memphis. This is something that I think could play a role here when I look at TPC South. When I look at what we need to do, I'm going to lean on some iron players, guys that are able to work in and out of trouble. These thick Bermuda lies can be troublesome at times. I don't think it's going to be a crazy scoring fest like we've seen the last couple weeks. I definitely think when you're looking at PrizePicks and trying to make these wagers, you have to keep in mind what the conditions could be and how we plan accordingly. So when I look at this course, certainly we're going to have a lot of breakdowns across the channel, but that is really what I'm honing in on in terms of skill sets and things that I want. Now, let's dive into the picks. My first pick went to PrizePicks, and I love the birdies or better category. What that means, you're going to have a matchup of how many birdies the guys will make. Then they have birdies or better matchup where it's one-on-one, two players who makes more birdies in the first round, and that's where I'm going to get my video started here. Going to my man, Rory McIlroy is on the list. He is matched up with Viktor Hovland. Who will have more birdies in round one, Rory or Hovland? I'm going with Rory, of course. Why? Because Rory is Rory, and he's just a better player. He's been absolutely fantastic all year. No, he did not win a major. Yes, he was extremely close at the Open. He was 5th at the US Open, 8th at the PGA, 2nd at the Masters. Guy is just a walking top 10. He did win in Canada. Tee to green is just dominant. The putter comes and goes, but he's just playing fantastic golf. There's really no stopping Rory. I expect him to once again post a healthy amount of birdies in every round, including round one, putting a lot of pressure on Viktor Hovland, who did finally rebound at the Open. We have to keep in mind, those are some of the most benign conditions that we've seen all year. And the thing about Hovland, his around the green game is extremely problematic. We have seen this time and time again. Basically all year, he's lost strokes around the green. And when you get to, I'm not going to say Florida, but Bermuda conditions like this, it's really dicey around the green if you don't know what you're doing or you're just struggling. And I worry about that. I think there's a lot of opportunities where he's not going to be able to get up and down. And now when you're talking about birdies or better, up and down doesn't really correlate, but it does on the par fives and even some of these short irons. I worry about that. So I'm going to get my card started. I think Rory would be a decisive favorite over a guy like Viktor Hovland in birdies or better for round one. And when I say that, that's the beauty of PrizePicks. So if you don't know about this site, let me tell you a little and tell you how to get some free money there. We're talking daily prop-based contests. No sharks, no optimizers, no mass entries. You're choosing over, under, up to 5-player lineups. You can get up to 10 extra entry fee, and you're just projecting different categories, and that's what I really love. If you want to get started, prizepicks.com, download it in the app, and use the promo code AWESOMO for a $100 first match deposit bonus. You get a little extra money over there. Take some shots. Now, when we look at this, we've got all these categories, but I like to stick to the categories that I feel most confident in. We're going Rory over Hovland for the birdies or better matchup. I'm going to stick to that very category and go Patrick Cantlay over Keith Mitchell. Same formula. It's nothing against Keith Mitchell, but Patrick Cantlay is just simply better. He's playing better. The guy is running on a ridiculously nice string of form. 3rd, 14th, 13th, 4th, 8th, and 2nd. Couple majors in there, gaining strokes in all 4 categories. What's not to like about Patrick Cantlay? Everything is firing on all cylinders. A world-class player, 16-1 in the outright market, one of the favorites to win this entire tournament. He's played here a bunch. He's got all the history that I want. Patrick Cantlay should be amongst the safest plays on the board to rack up a healthy amount of birdies. And just like I said with Hovland, put a lot of pressure on Keith Mitchell, who of course can fill it up. We do know that. There's no doubt about it. But I do worry about where he's kind of at. 36th. Miscut at the Open, 54th at the Wyndham, and he lost 4 strokes putting. So maybe there's a buyback spot there with the putter, but I worry a little bit. He has 1 appearance here. He happened to lose 4 strokes putting in that appearance as well. So the Bermuda could be problematic once again. It's pretty simple. On PrizePicks, you're not laying odds. You don't have to lay minus 150 for this matchup. It's just simply who's going to make more birdies. And I think we would all realize that Patrick Cantlay should be favorite over Keith Mitchell in a spot like this. And that is where I will go. Now, 2 up. We need 1 more to complete our triple threat and talk about how we can do our power play. And I'll talk about how I'm going to structure this in just a second. It's just business. Remember that. I am going to one of the categories called strokes. It is pretty simple. How many strokes is it going to take? What's the guy going to shoot? And I scroll to the very bottom and I find my good friend Rickie Fowler. And the number that we're projecting, will he go over or under 70 in round 1? And I'm sorry to say, Rickie, I think you go over. I don't see it. It's been awful. I'm shocked that he's even here. He slipped in. I think he was in on the number, the last spot in the field. He missed the cut at the Wyndham. He missed the cut at the Rocket Mortgage. He has done absolutely nothing pretty much all year. He's lost 3 straight with the irons and 3 straight with the putter. I just don't know exactly what he's doing well right now. There's a ton of water lurking on this course. He's got an afternoon tee time in round 1. That's another problem. It doesn't look good for my man Rickie. I would love to see him wearing orange, but he only does that on Sundays, so we don't get to see it that often. And unfortunately for him, I have a feeling we're not going to see it this week either. I'm going to call for Rickie Fowler over 70 in that first round. So there we have it. We've got Rory McIlroy, more birdies in round 1 than Hovland. Patrick Cantlay, more birdies in round 1 than Killer Keith Mitchell. And Rickie Fowler over 70 in round 1. You pair them up, you've got 2 options on PrizePicks. You can do what they call the flex play. That means you got to hit 2 of 3. If you get 3 right, you get 2.25x. 2 right, 1.25x. A little more conservative. Or you can go to the power play. You got to hit 3 of 3, but you're going to get 5x if we lock these 3 down. And that's what I want to do. I think these are all definitely advantageous spots. Doesn't mean, of course, they're all going to win. Look at last week. I was terrible on PrizePicks, but we bounced back. And over the long haul, absolutely opportunities to take advantage of these. These are bets that if you made them in a normal book, you would be laying odds because we would have the favorite on all 3, I believe. So there you have it for me, for PrizePicks, for everyone here at OddsShopper. I hope you enjoy these videos because they have been an absolutely fantastic sponsor and an awesome site to play on. A lot of different opportunities over there, not just for PGA, for all the sports. But as the PGA season rolls on, definitely stay tuned for even more content breaking it down. And in the meantime, enjoy the St. Jude Championship. Good luck this week, and we'll talk to you guys soon.